guys, welcome to Just Simply Sisters. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Tara.
And today we're going to be filming a video to show you 10 different ways you can limit your waste.
Recently, I'm sure all of you guys have seen, waste has been a huge topic in all news, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and everything. There's videos popping up everywhere on how plastic is like ruining our oceans and how just like even changing to a metal straw can help save the world.
Our planet is basically doomed if we don't make small changes. So
Yeah.
Small changes are better than no changes. So we're going to show you some ways you can just make like small changes in your everyday life to make a bigger impact.
And obviously we've recently just started doing this as well. I mean, I've only been vegan for like 5 years and you're like 2 years. Yeah, 2 years or so. That's kind of what has like started to bring us into like the whole like waste-free lifestyle. Well, being vegan is a huge thing. It can actually change how much like water you use and stuff, but that'll be a whole different video. I almost feel like everyone kind of needs that initial push. It's good to like push yourself to do these kind of things because in the end it's gonna save our lives.
Yeah.
So.
Once you make it a habit, it's easy. It's just starting out at first. Like just do it as much as you can. Our lives and schedules are busy, so sometimes we forget. We're gonna list like all of the products in the description box below of different things if you want to order them online, or you can probably find them in lots of grocery stores and stuff too. We just want to give you some ideas because lots of people don't know that there's things available that are reusable. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a new thing for us as well, so we're not like those YouTubers that have been doing it for like 10 years and we're like, here, do exactly what we've done for 10 years. Like, we're just like you guys, we're just starting out with all this.
Like every day, like I see how much trash I throw out and I get so mad at myself of like how many things like you don't realize that you throw out every day. We're not perfect. I'm sure you aren't either. We're just trying to give you some ideas. Tip number 1 for limiting your waste is using reusable grocery bags and produce bags. We have some examples here. At Sobeys, this is the one I have here. You can buy them right at the till. They're like $1 to $3. And we have other ones inside here, just like mesh bags or fabric bags. And you can see they're way bigger than plastic bags, which makes it way more effective to fit lots of groceries in one bag rather than having to use like 4 or 5 plastic bags, and it won't like rip a bag or anything like that.
Yeah, lots of people won't buy them because they are that extra $1, but honestly, you pay the $1 and you have a bag for like 3 years. Like I've had bags for that have lasted so long, especially like Lululemon bags and stuff. I always use those ones. You forget about the $1 you spent on it.
And again, it's like that making, kind of pushing yourself to just, you know, get like 1 or 2 bags. Like it's $2 to $3. It's not that hard. Like I just see people with their carts and like there's like 20 plastic bags in their cart and it drives me nuts. So it feels better when you use one of these.
Lots of people will say, well, I recycle my plastic bags, so I'm still helping the environment by recycling them. It is good if you do use them to recycle them, but it shouldn't be an excuse to not use a reusable bag.
Recycling is better than throwing it in the trash. Grocery bags are just, like the reusable ones are just an easy change where you don't need to buy plastic bags. And then with produce bags, we have some here. So they're just little mesh bags, and any of the produce like avocados, lemons, kale, any fruits or vegetables that you are buying in the grocery store, we just put them in here. And you just take them up to the till.
Normally they just weigh it and then they have it on the street.
Yeah, the code or whatever. It's really hard with produce because everything's almost packaged in plastic, and I want to try using more things that you can put in mesh bags. So like peppers, like citrus fruits, anything that you can. Try to use mesh bags for. And
even I tell myself if I don't bring a produce bag or if I don't bring one of my reusable bags, I always tell myself, well, I have to carry it out. So I won't throw it in a plastic bag or I won't throw it in like a plastic shopping bag. I just tell myself I have to carry it, and then that's kind of like pushing myself to be like, hey, next time I need to bring a bag or else I'm gonna drop everything. That's kind of how you can like start to make a change. Most people be like, oh, it's so hard to remember it, but honestly just throw like 6 or 7 in your car and bring one into the store. You typically only need like 1 or 2 reusable bags.
So that's tip number 1 that we have.
Tip number 2 is to actually switch over to metal straws instead of plastic straws. Now I know this has been like a huge thing online. Everyone's posting it everywhere. It actually does make as big as a change as people are posting it about. I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is like annoying, but it's not. Like, just do it, because plastic straws are so kind of useless. We're just like wrecking the planet every time we use one, right?
Yeah. Also, people don't think, oh, a straw, it's so small. If I use a straw, it's fine. But like when you say that and then billions of other people in the world say that it's fine, just think about like using 3 straws per person per day, like how much that yields.
Exactly.
And like throughout an entire year, it adds up. And just the fact that it ends up in the oceans and it's harming like the wildlife and the marine life too, it's silly not to make the change.
Yeah, I have a couple different metal straws that I actually keep with me. So I do just have like the regular plain metal ones, and then I also found ones at HomeSense, which are the only ones I typically use, and they're these ones. These ones come with a little rubber end on them, so it actually just pops off, which is nice. And I hate metal. I can't switch to a Swell bottle. I can't drink out of just a plain metal straw because it hurts my teeth so much and I don't like the taste of metal. So when you add the little rubber ends on them, it makes a huge difference. And I'm a huge want to chew my straw kind of girl. So I always chew like the rubber, and all your straws typically always come with like a little cleaner that you just use. So it literally takes 2 seconds to go like that and clean it.
These ones, she doesn't have the little container, and I forgot to bring mine too, but these are the reusable straws that are foldable. So you can find, I've seen them lots on Facebook. There was like ads for them a while ago. And you can order them on Amazon. So when you get it, it's like folded up like this, and you can just keep it in your purse. I keep mine in my purse and take it with me, and then whenever you're in a restaurant or need a reusable straw, it just folds out like this, and it has like the rubber end like hers does as well. Most of them are metal. Usually you might, oh, there's glass straws as well. I've seen people,
glass straws.
but we don't have those, and I haven't really seen those anywhere, and I think they might be more expensive. So if you hate like metal everything, you could order a glass straw too. These ones are easier to carry around with you, and this one especially more effective to keep in your purse.
Anytime I go somewhere and get a drink, I always use this type of straw, or I don't use a straw at all. And then even I'll get a drink of water if I go to like a coffee shop or anything, and just take a little sip of water so it's not like all nasty inside when I fold it back in, and then I'll just wash it at home when I get home.
It's one thing to buy one, just make sure you keep it in your bag, and then it's gonna be more of a habit to take it with you.
Yeah. I keep a little bag in my car, so I keep like a couple of the metal ones with the rubber, then I keep that one in there, and I keep a little cleaner in there as well. Just honestly, like, to have that little thing in your car makes a huge difference.
And that was tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to use reusable bottles or anything to hold drinks. The one I have, everyone probably knows about, is the Swell bottles. I love my Swell bottle. She doesn't like metal.
No, I can't stand like getting that metal taster on my teeth, so I try to go for either glass or plastic ones, which kind of sucks. You are using plastic still, but they are the reusable.
Yeah, and the Swell ones are great. Like, it keeps my drink cold for like 12 hours or more. You can also put hot drinks in them. I've never done that, but I'd rather use just like a reusable like mug or something like that. But these are great. They're a little bit more on the pricey side. They're like $40 to $50, but it lasts like a long time. And I would definitely recommend one.
I'll even show you like some of the ones I use. So I have 2 different plastic ones here. This one's more for like coffee and stuff that I use, and it honestly keeps it hot or cold for super long. I always make iced coffee. I don't really like hot coffee, so I'll throw it in here when I'm at work and stuff, and it's honestly super nice. I also have like a tea one that has like a whole tea steeper in it, and then this one's one of the best ones for hot drinks. So it actually is a metal one, but it has like the rubber top, so I don't have to get my teeth on that metal. I do really like all of these.
If you go and get smoothies, just give them the cup, and they shouldn't say no. Like, if they say no, that's kind of silly.
Even if you don't have any of those cups and stuff, you can use mason jars, and I'm sure they're totally down to do it. They'll shake up your drink or whatever you want, just throw it in your mason jar for you, and then they'll charge it for whatever price. You just say, like, if you want it tall, they'll make a towel and put it in here. I mean, so they'll throw it in a mason jar or anything for you, I'm sure.
Pretty self-explanatory. I think lots of people have like reusable water bottles, but just to make sure it's not just for water and you bring it like for smoothies or
yeah, exactly,
anything like that if you're buying beverages.
And I know it's even like hard for me sometimes because I'll bring my straw but I'll always forget a cup. I try to do the straw thing, but using a metal straw and still using a plastic cup really like isn't the best thing. But I know a lot of places have actually changed to using biodegradable cups, which is actually better. I know a lot of places are making that movement to do the change. It's just slowly getting there. Even if you don't want to wait for that and stuff and just want to do it yourself, then the jars, reusable cups, those are super handy.
So that's tip number 3.
Tip number 4 is changing to using bulk instead of buying your products in cardboard or plastic. So this has actually been a super recent change for me. You'll go to the store and you'll just see the pasta in the carton and just take it right with you because it's easy. You don't have to bring your jar, you don't have to fill it up. But recently I've been shopping at Bulk Barn, so I've been getting all my stuff there. So I just throw whatever I want in it. So quinoa, oats, they have so much stuff there, you don't even think it through. You're just like, oh, they don't have that much. They have nutritional yeast, you guys. You know this is a vegan staple.
Everyone else is probably going to be like,
yeah, what is that?
Is
Nutritional yeast, the best thing ever. And they have it for so much cheaper. You're not paying for the brand, you're not paying for all their plastic. So you do save a bunch when you shop there. And they also sell bags as well that you can throw it in. So if you don't want to bring like the heavy jars, you can always just bring a bag. You could even make one yourself with some fabric and just some yarn.
Yeah, this is more for like dry goods, like your rice, your pasta, your oats. You can get nut butters.
Honestly, anything that you'd put in a pantry, you can get there. And also looking at my pantry with all the cute mason jars in it, it looks so cute. Also, when you go there, it's super easy to use a jar. So you'll just bring in an empty mason jar and then just bring it up to the front. They'll weigh it for you. They'll write a little number on the top or on the side with just some crayon. You can wipe it off after. And then you'll just go fill it up, bring it back to them, and then they'll just deduct the price of the jar from how much your total was there. So it is super easy. It's not too much of a hassle, honestly, and most of those places aren't even super busy, so if you go and weigh the jar, you won't be waiting in a line really. We have a Bulk Barn here. I'm sure multiple places have them. Even to go to Superstore and go in their bulk, if you do want to do it, I'd probably recommend the bags instead. It probably is a little bit easier that way. And then just, I don't know, bring a little bit of tape or just type the number in your phone just to remember the number of the stuff you bought there.
Buying bulk, it's not really as popular yet. Like, it's kind of just coming out, and it really depends. Like, if you're really cheap and you're on a budget, you might want to go to the bulk store and check and like compare prices. When you go to Costco and stuff and you buy things in bulk, it's also helping a little bit as well, but not as much because you're still buying it in packaging. But if you can buy like a big massive bag of rice or pasta, it's definitely less packaging than buying like 3 individual ones. Yeah, just trying to limit your waste consumption as much as possible, and the jars are the easiest way to do
exactly.
that.
So that was tip number 4.
Tip number 5 is to use wooden or bamboo toothbrushes. So we just started using, well, I don't know, I've
just
been
this
using,
year almost.
yeah, in like the last year. We have been using bamboo or wooden toothbrushes. I've ordered some online. You can get them on Amazon. You got these from Marshall?
Yeah, like Marshalls or HomeSense.
You can find them a lot more now than
you can
used
honestly
to.
find them like even in your normal Superstore or anything like that. If you go to like the toothbrush section and stuff, typically they have them now because they're becoming more popular. At first, I could not stand the bamboo on my teeth for some reason. I don't like wood. Like anytime I'd eat a popsicle or anything with wood, it would bother my teeth. But it honestly only took me a week and I was totally fine with it. Like now it doesn't even bother me at all.
I haven't noticed like a change in my dental health or anything like that either. Like I don't get more cavities. It hasn't like made my teeth more dirty or anything like that. It's a toothbrush. I think all toothbrushes are kind of the same. Like if you like using an electric toothbrush, I guess you can still use that if you want, but I don't really care. I'll use a wooden one. This one will last, it depends. It lasts maybe like I don't know. I keep my toothbrushes for longer than I think you're supposed to. It'll last me like a few months. The reason we do like the bamboo toothbrush, again, people will say, oh, it's a toothbrush. It's like a pretty small object. Like it's not that bad compared to like a big plastic container or something like that. But these will obviously, if they're wood, they break down eventually. Biodegradable. Plastic toothbrushes will never break down. They'll just sit on the earth forever and ever. So this is just an easy way, again, to make a switch. They might be a little bit more expensive than a plastic toothbrush. It depends. They're around $3 to $4 a toothbrush.
It's not even too bad when you think about it though, because you'll be like, oh, it's that $2 extra, but you won't remember that after a couple weeks. You won't be like, oh damn, that $2 I spent on that bamboo toothbrush, right? And I know even with like the plastic straw things, sure, not everyone uses a straw, but I hope everyone uses a toothbrush, so it is a change that actually would affect your daily life.
So that was tip number 5.
Tip number 6 is changing the way you cook your food or store your food. This has been also a recent change, using silicone mats and reusable plastic bags instead of using your typical plastic bag.
Even just containers, like using like glass containers or reusable containers instead of like wrapping plastic wrap around your food. Or when you go out, using the, is it styrofoam? White container.
Oh yeah.
Those are the worst, and I hate, like most places aren't making that like environmental shift yet, so they'll have like those white like styrofoam containers, and those are the worst for the planet. Like they're so bad. So trying to bring containers with you, which can kind of be awkward. I haven't actually done that yet, like bring a container to a restaurant. But I know where I work, and I think some other places are starting to get biodegradable like to-go containers. It's starting to happen, but if you're comfortable like bringing a container for them to put your food in, if you have like leftovers to take home.
Also, I know at some of those places they might not have the reusable to-go containers, but they might have a reusable to-go cup. So you could just ask, hey, do you have anything biodegradable or anything like that that you guys use, and could I just get it in that instead? So that can even be a little bit of a change. Sure, it might be awkward to ask your waiter, but I'm sure they won't be like, what are you talking about, right? They'll do it for you. Another way to store your food is with the plastic reusable bags. I hate calling them plastic, but they actually are super handy, and I love them. Look at how cute they are. So I even have these yellow ones, and I bought these also from HomeSense. I know these have been a bit harder to find in places, as well as been really expensive, but I actually found 2 snack size bags and 2 sandwich bags. These ones you can throw in the dishwasher too, so they won't melt or anything like that. You don't realize how much plastic you use. So even if you do use the typical plastic bag, I'd recommend bringing it home and washing it out and then just reusing that. So that can even be a little bit of a change for you. Even I do that. If I do already have these ones full, I'll just use one of the plastic bags we have, but then wash it out, reuse it.
Definitely more on the pricey side. Like I only have like 1 or 2 with me as well, because they're really hard to find right now, and it can sometimes be like 15 or 20 bucks for like 2 little bags. So I'm hoping more starts to come out with the bags.
Yeah, you can make like just wash it when you're done. I've also noticed some places sell like cloth bags for your foods. If you don't want to use these plastic ones that have been a little bit pricier.
For cooking, I have reusable silicone baking sheets, and this is supposed to be like a replacement for tinfoil or parchment paper, which is more waste that we throw out when we cook. And these I really like. They can go up to, I think, 450 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven, so basically as high as anyone will cook. I don't know anyone that cooks higher than
475,
that. Yeah, I don't know, or 500 degrees Fahrenheit, that's pretty high. You just put it on your baking sheet, and you can cook anything on it, cookies, meat, or not meat if you're vegan, but yeah, any vegetables, and then you just like wash it in warm water and soap. And sometimes it's hard to get like the smell out of them a little bit. It depends what you're making, but if you just let them soak in the sink with warm water and soap, I find it gets rid of it pretty well, and they'll last a long time. I got these for Christmas, I think, and you can get a set of 3 at Costco. It's like 12 bucks for 3 of them, and you're not throwing out parchment paper all the time or tin foil, which again just goes in the trash. So when I've used these, it doesn't make a difference in how the food cooks in the oven, or it doesn't stick at all either. Yeah, it's basically like a non-stick sheet. So any of the food will easily come off. It doesn't take longer to cook because of the sheet. It's the exact same thing. It's just a light and flexible alternative. I would definitely consider getting one. More places have them now, I think, or online. So that's tip number 6,
I believe.
Yes. Tip number 7 is using reusable cleaning products. So the brand we use is called Enyo, and it's a brand that our mom's friend has been working for a long time, and it's an Australian company, and it's reusable cleaning cloths. So these are ones I have, and it's kitchen cloths. So they have ones that have like scrubbier ends. This is like a smaller one to clean your dishes in the sink, and then they have more like softer ones to clean the countertops or your tables with. I have like a bigger cloth as well. Some of them is you just put your hand in and you wash, and all you need is water, and usually it comes with like a little squirt bottle. You don't have to use theirs. Any squirt bottle would work. You just spray some water. You don't have to use any cleaning chemicals at all. You just wipe, and then the cloth is what you use afterwards to like wipe off after it was wet with one of these. I think they work just as well.
Oh yeah, if
or
not
even
better,
as other cleaning things. And this is used to replace paper towels or napkins because it's such a waste to use a bunch of paper
even
towels.
Like sponges you use to clean your dishes and stuff. That has lasted for so long. My mom has one that's probably lasted a year now, which I mean, that's a long time to use like cleaning product for, but honestly with cleaning it and even just throwing it in the washer and stuff, it turns clean again.
So they're easy to wash and rinse because since you're cleaning things with it, they are going to get dirty pretty fast. So you just get like a little mesh bag when you're given them, and you put them in your washer. Don't wash them with your clothes, or I don't think. Yeah, you have to wash it separately and then hang them to dry, and you can just use them for long periods of time. It's supposed to last quite a few years, I think.
Yeah.
And they are pretty pricey. It's definitely worth the purchase because they work very, very well. And we'll definitely link the website below if you want to look at some of the stuff we've used. This is like, they have a kitchen set, they have a bathroom set.
Oh yeah, they have
mops.
Even a window set. They have stuff to clean your lamps. They have everything. They have like dusters and stuff like that too. They have so much on there. You guys have to check it out.
Any cleaning products that you need that replaces paper towels that are such a waste because you use it and it absorbs it right away and then you have to throw it out. So.
And these absorbs water like crazy. Like you use it and it's just like, where's the water? Like they work so well.
Yes. So instead, you don't have to buy these. You can just have like cloth or dish rags and wipe things up with that instead of using paper towels. Anything that's not paper towels or is going to be thrown in the trash is good for cleaning.
Yeah.
That's tip number 7. Wait, 7.
Tip number 8 is changing to using reusable makeup pads instead of using your typical makeup remover. There's actually a couple different types that we do use. I know you typically use the Enyo ones actually, so just as we were talking about the Enyo cleaners, they do have Enyo makeup remover pads.
So this is for mostly eye makeup, so it's like a circular cloth and it's like a soft, it's like a soft, yeah, it's like a towel type material, and it takes off your makeup so easily. All you need is water, so I just rinse this with water, take off my eye makeup, and it takes off mascara, anything. You could use this for your face as well. It doesn't like irritate your eyes or cause redness, and this is way better than having to use cotton pads or makeup face wipes, which you just end up throwing out again in the trash. And usually lots of them have chemicals in them anyways, so you're just using water. It's all natural. This has lasted me like 2 or 3 years. It lasts forever. You don't have to buy makeup wipes, so it's a little bit more expensive too. I can't remember how much it is, but in the long run you're probably not really losing money because you're buying makeup wipes. Usually you get like 20 or 30 and then you buy them all the time. So
once a month you'd probably buy them.
So this is really effective just for more eye makeup. Also have face cloths as well, which can be used more in the shower. It has like a rougher end on it to get all like the makeup off. You can also use it on your body as well. And then Taryn also has another one she uses for her face.
Yeah, This brand, I believe, is Erase Your Face, and I've gotten them from a bunch of different places actually. You can find them honestly anywhere. So they normally come with like, I'd say 2 to 4 of these, and they do just come in like a little packet. I've had this one for so long, and honestly I use it probably 5 times before I throw it in the actual wash. So I'll just leave it on my counter and just use it for like almost a week, honestly. Every Sunday or so I'll just throw it in the wash, clean it. I just throw it with my normal clothes anyway. So I got this one from Marshall's, I believe. Marshall's has a lot of that good stuff, or Winners, anything like that. But I've seen them honestly anywhere. I found them at Bed Bath & Beyond. You can get them even at Walmart and stuff. So I'm sure you can find some. They are a little pricey, but not too expensive. Like I think they were like $8 for 3 or 4. So it's not even too pricey. So.
And that was tip number 8. Tip number 9 is to use Diva or menstrual cups for your period. I started using a menstrual cup maybe almost a year ago. It's been quite a while. And I was a little nervous about changing. If you don't know what it is, we'll put pictures up on the side. It's just a little silicone. Are they usually silicone?
Yeah, they're just like a silicone cup.
Little cup about this size, and yeah, you use it, you put it up there on your period, and it's to replace pads or tampons. And I have loved using mine. It lasts forever. It's supposed to last 5 or 10 years. 4 menstrual cups equals 12,000 tampons or pads, which just shows how much waste women have to throw out for using menstrual products on their period.
I know it's scary at first. Even a lot of my friends, I've told them I use one and they're like, that's just sitting in you, but it's not even that bad. You just basically fold it up, put it inside, and you don't even feel it. Like I barely ever feel it. And the nice thing is it lasts like a full day. So you can even put it in the morning and come back at night and clean it and like pour it out, and then you can wear it to bed as well. So you basically only clean it like twice a day. It depends how heavy of a period you have.
It's something to get used to. It's weird at first, but honestly it took me like maybe like 2 tries and I was fine.
Exactly, yeah.
And the thing with tampons, another reason why I stopped using them not only is waste, but lots of them have chemicals or toxins in them.
Yeah.
These do not. So you know that you're not shoving something inside you that's gonna put more chemicals and toxins inside your body. It lasts a long time, it limits your waste, and you just keep them in like a little baggie you can take with you. It really depends on how big your flow is. For me, sometimes like 10 to 12 hours, which is great. For some of you, it might be way shorter than that.
If you do have to change it during the day, try to find a bathroom that
like
has a sink. Try to use like a family bathroom. And even if you do use tampons or pads or anything like that, try to go for the ones that are decompostable or the like non-plastic ones, or even using reusable pads.
And they're not too expensive. Like you can get, there's so many different brands. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at
they're only about like $30. You're probably spending like $30,000 to $40,000 on tampons throughout that whole time, whereas you're only spending $200 on 4 cups. So it's not expensive at all when you actually do it.
That's tip number 9.
Our last tip, which is tip number 10, is to go to secondhand stores. I've been doing this for actually a really long time. I know you probably don't. I don't think you do it as much.
It's something I want to start doing a little bit more.
Yeah, and I always probably like 1 to 2 times a month. I'll always go to like Value Village or even Salvation Army and stuff like that. And I love getting clothes from there because you're getting stuff that isn't sold anymore, so you're getting cool stuff that nobody else has. And I know a lot of people do this actually, so it's nice to be able to see that. I found so many good things there for so cheap. They have bumped their prices up a little bit, but that's just because prices have gone up and everything. I've gotten like some cute stuff, like even this cute dress I've gotten from there. I've actually recently been cutting a lot of shirts. I'll take like a normal shirt, cut it through the middle, cut little ties, and it makes the cutest tie up top. I've made like 4 or 5 of them just because I love the way they look, and they're kind of in right now, wearing a little tie up top with a little bralette. Yeah, I love shopping there and even buying different things. I've found a lot of mason jars there. I found so much stuff there, and even if you buy towels and stuff from there, you can always make makeup cloths out of them. This is honestly such a good change for the environment. Basically, you're just limiting the waste because you're taking in the stuff that some people would throw out that don't want it anymore, and you're taking it, using it.
People sometimes think it's gross to buy secondhand. Like I used to always think that, but once you wash it, like,
and I was just trying to make sure I wash it when I get home. It'll smell all fresh and stuff. Anyways, I love shopping from there. And most people be like, oh, like the stuff there isn't nice. I found so much nice stuff there, and it's cool to find different things and try different things on that you normally wouldn't try on.
If you have the time, it's like way cheaper better for the
Oh
environment.
yeah, exactly. Even like most times if I'm like, hey, let's say I need a black dress, I'll go to different stores and you can't find a black dress anywhere. If you go to Value Village, you're down to find a black dress. Like, you can always find something there. And even I found so many things that I didn't think I would find there. Half of my wardrobe is probably stuff from Value Village. I love shopping there, and even my one friend has really gotten me into it because she's always done it. Yeah, it's a way you wouldn't think is helping the environment, but you really are, and you're just reusing stuff that people wouldn't need anymore.
That's number
10.
So that was our 10 tips to help limit your waste. We hope you found this helpful in some way, and we'll definitely leave product descriptions and links all below for you so you can easily find different products. You also don't have to buy the ones that we said. Find ones in your stores, Walmart, Superstore. Just take a little bit more of a look and be more aware of things that are reusable now.
To actually just put your mind to it, be like, hey, I'm just gonna go grab those, go buy them real quick.
Yeah, and just to remember, you'll say to yourself, like, if you watch this and be like, oh, like, it's just too much work for me. Like, I don't want to have to go through all this and change everything. You think you're just one person and you can't make a change, but again, like, I'm not trying to be inspirational or anything, but just you making a change, and then once someone else sees that you're doing those things, they will change, and it just continues. That's why we're sharing this video, to get it out to more people so they will make a change, use more reusable things, limit their waste, because if one person doesn't start doing it, no one's gonna do it.
Exactly. It is honestly nice to be able to do the change, and to even do things like to use the reusable bags and be like, that's cool that I like didn't go to the store and use a plastic bag, like I'm helping the environment a little bit at a time, right? It even feels nice to be able to do that.
Once you start being more reusable and like feeling like you're making that change, like I just feel better about the stuff that, like the decisions that I'm making. When you realize that you're not being as wasteful and making that change, like you just feel better about yourself, I think, in life in general.
We've said this multiple times, we're not perfect. We sometimes freak out. We just started doing this even. It's not a hard change to do.
Yes, again, we'll leave all of the product descriptions below. If you have any questions, you can email us, leave a comment below, we will answer
We'd love to hear that. And even like if you guys have different ways of doing, like going waste free, comment them down below.
There's probably things that we're missing.
Yeah, exactly. Also, we'd love it if you could subscribe and like this video, and also share it to any of your friends and family that are also wanting to go waste-free.
And if you like the waste-free topic, we'd really like to start doing like composting.
Like doing like 30 days of going plastic-free.
Yeah. So if you really like the theme or topic of waste-free and you want to learn more, we'll be definitely down to do more videos on that. Thank you for watching this long video. And we will see you in our next video. Bye!
It'll go like just like sisters.